Can I tell you how awful us Americans are? So I was playing like a 3-on-3 basketball tournament.
Yeah.
And like the ref made a bad call, so I'm cussing the ref out. You know, that's what we do.
Yeah.
I'm like, fucking bad call.
Like,
she started crying.
No, you should have saved that.
And like everybody was kind of looking at me like, and I'm like, well, this is what we do.
You're like, it's not
like, you gotta
personal.
banter back. You're like,
Yeah.
come on, now I feel bad.
And I felt horrible. I'm like, I'm in Sweden, the sweetest place in America. I mean, in the world. Do not ever bring this
She's probably like,
bullshit that's
sorry.
from America
No.
here. Like,
You're like, and all of a sudden
I felt horrible.
Was
You're
she
so
really?
And the
different.
girls were like, we haven't seen the ref since you cussed her out. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Well, I guess we can get right into the intro. Welcome back to another episode of In the Slot. I'm Moobie.
I'm Smelly.
And today we are joined by Angel McCoughtry.
McCoughtry. You got it.
After an iconic career in women's basketball, 2-time Olympian, she is Euro stepping over to the directing chair.
Yes.
And just wrapped on her first movie, which is crazy, I'm sure.
So insane.
To
Yes.
say.
There's
So
so
we're gonna-
many questions.
we're gonna dive so into that, but I feel like-
we're curious.
I feel like we could talk to you about so many things too, because we were
yeah.
Division I athletes in college as well,
Right.
which is like we're
Woman
bonded.
in
I
sports,
feel like
baby.
Yeah.
once you see a women's athlete in college,
Yeah.
you're like we
woman in
Bond.
STEM, woman in
Well,
sport.
refresh my memory, ladies. My apologies. Where did you guys play?
we played lacrosse and we played
did
at
play lacrosse.
Marist University.
Marist.
Yes.
Did you ever know
Used to
Marist?
become a university.
Oh, no, Marist. Like, that's a
the
big
Red
school.
Foxes.
Go,
Heck yeah.
Mac,
The Red Fox,
baby.
yeah.
Yeah, we played lacrosse and it was fun. It definitely bonded us together. And our team wasn't that good, so we were no Louisville but we bonded together on the
Like
field.
sports is just everything you learn in every segment.
Well, can I
of
just
sport.
let you ladies know I'm from Maryland, which is the
Lacrosse.
biggest lacrosse hub?
we are the biggest lacrosse fans,
Yeah.
and it's the biggest hub. Like, so we love some
love
lacrosse.
that.
Yeah.
Did you ever dabble in playing?
I never. Can we have a day on the
let's
field
do.
one day?
Oh,
Yeah.
You guys just show me how to just
Please,
like.
little
Yeah.
whip
I
it
know it's
in
like a
there.
technique how to throw it in there. Right?
Yeah.
You gotta get that pledge of
'Cause we
allegiance.
played basketball.
Oh, you gotta get it
Yeah,
back?
the back and pledge of allegiance.
Cradle.
You come from the hips.
Ooh.
Across.
It's fun. Nothing
snap.
like whipping
You'd be
a
good
lacrosse
too.
ball. It's
You'd be
good.
good because you'd definitely be like a midi, I'd feel like.
midi.
Up and down, play offense
You'd be
and
up and
defense.
down, offense, defense.
And honestly, there's a
Wholesome
lot of
player.
similarities too. Like one of my favorite things is we
Yes.
played basketball in high school, so like it would always
Nice.
rev us up for the lacrosse season because like getting back on D is very similar to like getting back on.
Yeah, you
the
know, you have to
lacrosse
have like
field.
C-ball and girl at all
And I
points.
see you got to
stay
use the hips
low.
in every sport.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who are these tight
Those
hips?
sweet
These
hips.
tight hips. Oh my goodness. Now my hips be popping all the time.
No,
I'm like, whoa,
it's
whoa,
actually
these
crazy.
old hips now. What is happening?
For real.
Yeah.
Got to get that band.
Yeah.
Literally. What's one word to describe your career at Louisville?
Oh, interesting. Nobody's ever asked me that before. Growth. Because like you guys know, like when we
Yes.
start college, we're growing into like women.
Yeah.
Right?
Such an interesting time.
Yeah.
You're so young and you
Yeah.
So
get
young.
sprawn right into it and you get yelled at. You're like, wait, what happened?
Yeah.
Who am I?
Or I just also like feel like, I don't know, like especially like being a woman and like on your sports team for so long, I don't know, like you like you have to like find your own opinion and own path within that and like find your own goals because not everyone's goals align. Like I feel like it's just like it's very self-telling.
Yeah, and I freaking struggle. Like my first workout was obviously 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Did you guys have those 5 a.m.
Yes.
horrible workouts?
And ours we're like outside with like the dew on the frost.
Yes. And it's like all foggy in the air.
And
We're
ours
like,
is a spring sport, so like we would be playing in the dead of winter in like February, and I'm like, this is a winter sport now. Now it's like we have no indoor.
and I'm sure you guys are trudging through the snow.
it was
and-
just awful. And like, my first, freshman season, I missed the 5 a.m. workout. I just overslept. I didn't mean to. I was like, oh my God, my alarm may go off. So I had the horrible freshman season. Like,
nightmare.
none of the upperclassmen talked to me. Nobody liked me. I was alone.
No.
You know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Because they
horrible.
kind of
And,
have to make
one
you like
morning.
learn,
yeah,
I guess.
one morning. Like I slept in one morning.
That was
So
like,
you had an experience like that.
Well, one of my friends did during
it's
COVID.
torture.
Yes. And she was like, I don't boyfriends. And like, all the upperclassmen were like, go find her. We're like leaving the gym to go like sprint in and like banging on the door. Like we don't have the number. And like,
Literally.
yes. And it's so funny because like, like sleeping in, like it doesn't seem like that. I don't know.
No.
But it's just like the consequences after.
so many consequences,
Yes.
so, yeah.
And did you guys get like punishment runs?
Oh my God.
like your team would have to run it.
Okay, one time I think I might have skipped class and I got caught.
Yeah.
It's like one class I skipped. Jesus Christ. This was my sophomore year. The coach made me run 17 suicides.
What?
17
No, by yourself?
by myself. And all under what, 30 seconds or something, like 33
Yeah.
seconds.
And what happens if you can't?
Yeah. What if you just fall over and you're like,
I
I'm
should have
done.
just threw up and fell over.
Yeah, you're like, tap
In
out.
the gym too, like I feel like the one thing I remember about playing in the gym in basketball was like that like feeling in your chest where like you start to taste the blood, and I'm sure obviously you have experienced that, but that's like that dryness.
Yeah.
Well, I was even saying like during the Knicks, like watching the NBA, Knicks fan, and people were saying like that's so easy, or like whatever, and I'm like, you try getting in that gym, like that is one of the hardest, most demanding, taxing sports.
It's also all year, like you start in like August, right?
Yes.
It's all year.
Yeah.
It's like with sports, you make it look easy so people think they can do it. So you guys make lacrosse, like you make it look easy. And if I get this lacrosse thing, I'll probably fall over. And like, same thing with tennis. I went to go play tennis. I'm like, I'm not good at this.
Yeah.
They made it look easy.
Tennis
They
is
do.
so hard.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did you ever have in college like sort of like a falling out of, because you continued to play basketball post-grad, you went to the WNBA, the Olympics, like you were so, did you ever have like that love-hate relationship where you're like, I'm sort of falling out of love with my sport ever?
God, yes, because you guys know, like before this new CBA and the girls are now, they're making millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Which we're going to get that to
Talk
that
about.
point in lacrosse too. We're getting there.
We're getting there.
We're going to get
We
there.
have investors. Glenn Powell disinvested.
Glenn Powell, thank you. The thing was that, I forgot my point. My point was
just like falling out of love of your sport.
Yeah,
Playing it for so long.
So we would play overseas Dumbay with no break. Like I did it for 10 years straight. And I literally, by the 8th, 9th season, like of doing that, I was a zombie on the court.
Yeah.
Because you never got a break.
No.
And I was just playing with no emotion, but I don't know how I was still scoring points. And it was just like a mechanical body. And I was like, I have to take a year off.
Yeah.
So like 2018, I took a year off just to like rest.
Yeah. Give yourself a little
Did
R&R.
you really rest that year? Were you like,
I did.
R&R?
I really rested that year.
And how was that like making that decision? Because I feel like that's sometimes like such a hard decision, like to take a beat away, you know, without letting consume you.
It was one of the best things because I got to see things in my life that weren't good. Like, oh, this person is not really good in my life. Because I'm not busy. I can see it. I have the time.
You have
time to
like,
be
think.
introspective.
You're like, maybe
intentionally think.
Yeah, because when you're just going and you're playing, it's like you're not even thinking about anything.
You don't know what's going on. You're just
so
like,
tired. You're
so
going through the
tired.
motions.
So did you have that realization with a lot?
A lot of things, just like, okay, this person doesn't need to be in my life. Okay, these are the people who are really in my life. I got to learn a lot of things just with slowing down for the first time ever in my life. And so,
After 10 years, by the way.
yeah. And so
And probably every year training to get to where you were in those 10 before that.
yes, because like you said, the sport never stops.
No.
And so that was good for that side of it. Then I came back the next year and did well. So
And you're like, all right, I'm back. All
Yeah,
right,
I'm back.
I took a little time off. Now we're back and we're grittier.
back to play.
Yeah.
You mentioned a little bit of like, you know, it's so different now, the WNBA and the sponsors and all these things. Is that a little bit hard looking at that now? Because you're like, that my experience was so different.
right. Not for me.
Yeah.
Only because I feel like this is good for everybody.
Totally.
All the women, even the women who played before, can benefit.
Yeah.
Right? Now, obviously, there are some women who didn't financially gain from their experiences in the WNBA, right? Because a lot of WNBA players, older WNBA players, have just regular 9-to-5 jobs.
Yeah.
But I'm glad what the CBA did was they gave it back. So if you played in the league over 10 years, you'll get $100,000.
Wow.
You'll get like $50,000 if you play like 5-6 years, $30,000. So
That's awesome.
they made it where they gave back to the women who paved the way. Because
Yeah.
I know people would think like, oh, well, you know, Caitlin and Angel saved the league, but they don't understand there is years built into this.
Yes.
So many
so many
There's
years.
foundation and
It's
brick.
a foundation
Yeah.
that gets, because it's like what people think. People see people's success and they think, oh, no, there's a whole story of struggles and tribulations behind this success. And so that's the
breaks.
side that people
Also,
are not
everyone
seeing.
like plays a part into it. Like, you know,
Yeah.
if like we all want to get women some way in sports, then like we all have to have a hand
That's it.
in there some way.
It's all of us having a hand, and just more like the visibility of people knowing who players are. If there's more visibility, like you said with lacrosse, people just want to know who they're coming to watch, right?
Yeah.
Like we know what LeBron ate for breakfast.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If nobody knew who the NBA players were, would they really come watch? And that was the only thing with women's sports, just visibility. Show
Totally.
people who we are.
Who they are.
They'll
Create
come
that
watch.
Scoring the
parasocial
points.
relationship.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, that's why I feel like Caitlin and Angel were so big, because it was like they were all of a sudden were everywhere and they were in
Everywhere.
Well, it was also like
NIL, and you
social
could
media and
see them.
TikTok was going off at. Like it was like such like the
Social
perfect
media,
storm.
Such a play.
Exactly.
With it.
Exactly.
Such a play.
And so it's gotten kind of, let me say this, with this new CBA and things, that the WNBA has gotten a little toxic, and it's gotten like a reality show because it's gotten very racist. It's been this Angel Caitlin thing and her fans and this fans. So that's the downside of it. Because when we played, the fans were more together. It was just like they were enjoying. Yeah. So I hate to see that side of the WNBA, but we love to see the visibility, all the good things.
Totally. Yeah. It's so funny because with more visibility, obviously, in social media comes like unwarranted opinions. And it almost feels more like it's like NBA, like men's sports, because the fans actually hate each other.
But the thing about it is, with the men's sports, they've been watching the whole time. We have these new fans who have no clue about anything, and they have these opinions, and it's so wrong.
And it's so frustrating to hear too, especially for like all the women too who have done the dirty work paving and now
and there's so many
getting hate
bandwagoners, like even with like the Knicks or the World Cup is on, all of a sudden I'm like, Norway, let's go. Like, I know nothing about Norway.
And even like the media, they're now twisting our words. And like, I had made a comment last year that I got so much flack for. I had said, hey, Angel, get one of the brands. This was before the new CBA to give like the girls in your team $10,000 a piece. That's what I said. Because give your teammates. Be the first to like give your teammates. Really? And so they put, Angel tells Angel Reese to pay $10,000 to her teammates. That's a difference. Me saying tell the brand to do it. People got mad at me for that. And they took it the wrong way, and they still beat me up for that. And I'm like, that was supposed to be a good thing. If you're her teammate, you would take the 10.
100%.
And I was just saying because she was getting all the endorsements.
Yes.
Well, we gift our teammates sometimes. There's nothing wrong with that. The NBA players do it all the time. Rolls Royces. And I was saying, have the brand like make you look good. And
also, you weren't. It wasn't like out of a negative intent. I feel like sometimes people just want the story. So something like,
but like Angel, the Angel.
Like they want to hear. Like they want to hear that you're telling.
So they beat me up. And I'm just like, Jesus.
Meanwhile, like
you're a hater. You guys are jealous. No, we're not jealous. We're not haters.
You've been a captain too for like X years. Like you know how to lead a team and bring girls together. And like, if this is creating toxicity too, then like that's just something that could like. I don't know, it's a bonding thing. That's like... Let
me ask you this then, ladies. Do you guys feel like on the women's side of sports, they try to put us against each other more than the men's side of sports?
Yeah. I just think of that in women in general. 2 women actors in the same movie. 2, women on the lacrosse field. It's just like, how could they be friends if they're both good? It's like, I feel like that's oftentimes...
Like, who's prettier, who's more athletic, with the Angel versus Caitlin.
It's like we both... All 3 of us can
we should all just celebrate each other. But I feel like sometimes it gets that way because there's such limited spots, or there have been in the past for like women to be in spotlight, that like sometimes women go after each other's necks, and it's like we forget that like the outside environment's what's pinning us against each other, and then we go against each other. Like it literally happens. Like I noticed this with my own sisters, where I'm like someone will make some comment like, "Oh, who's tan, or you or you?" And then like I'm going at it with my sister. I'm like, wait, like she's tan and beautiful, and I'm tan and beautiful, and like that's all that matters. It's not a competition. Like
why do we compare so much? All I see is who's better, who's better, who's better, and I'm like, why we always got to compare something? It's like we don't have nothing else to talk about but comparing every single body. Every single thing.
Totally.
This person is good because they do this. This person is good. People look good for their own. That's what makes it special.
And they don't do that to the. I mean, yes, to men, to a certain extent, but they're not like nitpicking every little thing. I feel like women are just so nitpicked.
Especially like you said for the looks, right? Because there could be I'm just using basketball for example. A basketball player, maybe she's not attractive to the social eye, right? But she's damn good.
Yeah.
This girl is really attractive, but she has the 1 million followers and all the endorsements because she's attractive.
Yeah,
and it's we're
sense?
losing the talent based a lot now.
Yeah. With the NIL, what is your take on like all the, because that's completely different too. Like in Louisville, you could have had all these brand deals and stuff. Like how has that shifted your mindset too of seeing all that now?
It's like, dang, why can't you guys do it earlier?
Yeah, really.
Did you guys get NIL?
No.
Marist didn't have it because we were such a small school. I think like a few people.
It started coming in like our last. I think our last year in the NCAA was like you could like file if you hadn't gotten in.
So you guys could do the lawsuit if you want.
Like so I think I did the math or
but
something.
I think
it was
only
$40
was like like something it was more impactful for like other teams. It was like certain networks that you were like
Also, like I started posting on TikTok why I was an athlete, but I was like totally doing a job I was trying not to make it around my athletic career because I was like, we're bad. And like, I don't want people to look me up and like see it. Right? No. But like, I was making a conscious effort because it wasn't like Clemson or anything big because it was such a weird school. Not a weird school, but I was trying
Marist is a big school. Why do you guys keep saying it? It's a big school, guys.
Yeah, it's good.
It got turned into the university.
Yeah, we went from college to university, which was
big,
really
and now you guys doing big things now. You're in the slot.
Yeah, baby.
Baby. You're in the freaking Olympics. Like, that's crazy. Can you talk a little bit about that experience?
Yeah.
So I would just say this, like, I had no idea growing up, started playing basketball at 8 from Baltimore, never thought about an Olympics. Maybe I thought about WNBA.
Was there anyone who like inspired you to get into it at 8, or was it just like you liked playing?
I just loved playing.
Yeah.
And I remember when I was 12, the guys at the court just wasn't a group of girls playing. So you get labeled tomboy. I just like to play basketball. But when I was around 12, they were like, yo, it's this thing called WNBA. And I'm like, what's that? They're like, NBA, but for the women. I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Guess
and
the
they was like, start watching it. And I was like, oh my God, these women are tall too, like me. I don't have to be ashamed. And so I did dream, like, I want to do that one day. Olympics never crossed my mind, never thought about it, nothing. Wow. And then one day when I got the call, like, hey, we want you to try out, I was like, oh my God, like, what do I even do? Like,
how do you even prep? Like walking into that tryout day.
What was your mindset? Were you texting anyone like, are you invited? Like,
no, like, and fangirling too, because I'm like, Candace Parker's next to me.
Yeah.
Totally.
And I'm like, this is Diana. Oh my God, am I like cool like them?
Yeah.
So I was fangirling.
Yeah,
How many new, like, were you with like the rookies that were like called in? How many new people were like called in to like try out besides the vets?
I feel like during that time, I was one of the new ones called in. It wasn't a lot of, I think I was the only rookie of that era.
Goat.
Solo,
that's awesome.
To be honest.
Was it ever like when you come in, like, I don't know, did you ever like feel this mindset to anyone who's like a freshman or someone like going to be starting a team? Like, sometimes I feel like there's like this fear. I don't know, sometimes I felt like this when I was like a newer player or something. Like, I didn't want to come in like too hot or like overstepping, or was like kind of like always more reserved.
Like, you know, you're good, but you almost don't want to.
You don't want to like, you want to be liked more than like you want to be like. Did you ever like battle with that mentally? No, or like
that those do cross your mind, but you can't dim your light.
Yeah.
You know, us dimming our light for people is like, for what? Go be great. So I didn't, you know, I was used to the college girls not liking me from the start. They did wind up liking me at the end, and then I became the leader of the team.
There you go.
But when it started over in pro, I just couldn't worry about it. I was just like, I'm coming in, I'm the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
I'm coming in.
How was that feeling? Who was the first person you like talked to or wanted to hug in that moment?
Mom and dad. Just wow, like all this drama I've gone through my whole life.
And like now you're the number 1.
I just wanted to play basketball at 8.
Arguing with you, Dad, about ball. And
Wait, did you know beforehand that you're the number 1 pick?
They did tell me like, hey, Atlanta's going to draft you number 1.
Oh, so people know.
They do know.
Yeah.
But what happened was they have 2 minutes on the clock to call in. And it was like, time was going by. It was like 1 minute 30. They had 30 seconds left to call in, or the other team gets the pick.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which was Washington, D.C. And I'm like, oh my God, did they change their mind? Because they can change their mind.
Totally.
Yeah. Even though they might have told you before.
And maybe like you didn't get the call in time. Totally.
And I'm like, oh my God, why are they not calling in? I'm like, what happened? So probably about like 1:40, they finally got in and I got drafted. I'm like, what happened? Was you guys changing your mind? They were like, the line was busy. And they like, we were freaking out because we know we had 2 minutes.
They thought you didn't answer.
No, like the league office has to answer.
Okay, wait. So really, they should make sure that line's not busy. Yeah. If we have a 2 minute clock down.
I'm sure now that was 2009. We're aging ourselves right now. But I'm sure now it's a different system.
Everyone's freaking out, and they're literally like,
I was freaking out.
Yeah, I would be freaking out.
I wouldn't even know what to do, and then like, that's just so awesome.
So something else, this was kind of like random, but that I was reading about was because I was looking on your career, and I was like, oh, that's so crazy that you played in so many summer leagues and stuff. And I didn't realize that like most women did have to do that for like financial reasons to like, which is crazy because like usually, you know, you get at least summer 2 months to like rest your body and like
no rest because like I was the number 1 pick making $44,000.
Yeah, wow.
Right? Can you imagine like Candace Parker and all these big names, Sue Bird. They were
I didn't realize it was 44.
Yeah. So now Caitlin, who's number 1, was getting 70.
Yeah.
And people was like, oh my God, that's so low. Before this new CBA, it's like, it was really low. So we had to go play overseas to really boost ourselves, you know?
Yeah. What was the main difference between overseas and playing in the States?
The refs were nice.
Besides the refs, we heard about the refs.
Yeah. You know what what I appreciate overseas. Obviously the pay was better. I would make my whole WNBA salary in 1 month.
Wow.
Right? So that was better. They appreciated us a little more during that time.
Yeah.
Because during that time, like you said, the visibility, people, you know how they talked about women's sports.
Yeah.
And then I love that the fans, we could be losing by 20 points. The fans still cheer for you, as if you were winning. They didn't leave. You know, here they'll leave.
Yeah, they're like, we're out.
We're out.
Yeah.
In Europe, they stay to the end and cheer for you.
That's so Europe coded.
So awesome that they just appreciate
so
your hard
loyal,
work.
yeah.
Because you can't win everything, and we're not machines. And I know you guys want us to be perfect all the time in sports, but it just doesn't happen that way, right?
No.
So to have that kind of support to the end,
reassuring.
It's beautiful because we do work hard and we do put our bodies through a lot. It's definitely reassuring.
Yeah. So how come like why is it not more of a pipeline to stay over? Like and just play all for the season? Do they not have the winter season? Like do they really only do summer ball, or like what was like the call to come back to the WNBA versus like
because the season would start?
Because literally like Europe was during the winter and then
so they were literally just in different seasons.
And here's the thing, like we wanted to play in front of our family and friends. That was probably the big reason why we came back and just played WNBA. Family and friends can watch. And have some fun. So naturally. And then you get a little best of both worlds. Yeah. So what was cooler, like playing summer ball abroad or like the Olympics? Or is it kind of like incomparable? Probably nothing competes with the Olympics. Yeah. Where was your Olympics? Because you played in two, right? 2012 London and 2016 Rio. London. Sorry, what was the other one? 2016 Rio.
Wow. That was fun. That was Waka Waka. Yeah. Is like wearing USA on your chest just a different feeling?
Absolutely, to represent the country and see all the other flags and countries and the whole world is watching, and like that's the most probably pivotal thing in your career to accomplish. Like I always tell people, please go to the Olympics, like just watch and just feel the energy and the atmosphere. You all feel like Olympians. It's not just us playing. We all feel, you just feel that energy.
And I noticed your Olympic medal tattoo, which is like, every time I see an Olympian with an Olympic, I'm like, I would get that in a heartbeat.
Like, my yellow is faded, so I do gotta get my yellow going.
I was gonna say, was there only a reason for
it just faded out, so I'm gotta
retouch that up. Yeah. Well, it's crazy because after all these accomplishments, basketball, Olympian, like you made the biggest career pivot ever. You Euro-stepped, like I said, over to the directing chair. Let's talk about that a little bit. How did you decide that you wanted to get into this? Was it always a passion?
No, never. This was like an Olympics. Never thought about it. It's not nothing I went to school for or was like, I'm doing this, you know? Because, us athletes, we put 100% in everything we do. That's how we're taught. Yeah. But I got injured. That's why I didn't play in my third Olympic or my fourth. I got ACL back-to-back. Have you guys? Yeah, I did a little ACL here.
So I haven't. Sadly, I have.
Knock on wood. Yeah,
my sister did.
Sadly, I haven't.
Sadly,
no, we're happy that you have.
No, my sister literally tore ACL like 1v1ing against me, and it's like traumatized me forever. But that'll sit you down a little bit.
What did this like mental state did the injuries put?
So you already know, like it's depressing. Yeah. You lose your confidence, your identity. Helpless. I after I tore my ACL, I tried to come back and I wasn't ready. So I took some more time off to get ready and I didn't get picked up again. So people don't even know I didn't even retire from the WNBA. There's never been an announcement about my retirement.
Oh, wow.
I was always hoping somebody would give me a chance. Yeah. And it just didn't happen that way, right? Yeah. So here we are, the power of the pivot.
The power,
we love the pivot.
We always say that, the art of the pivot.
We master the art of the pivot.
The art of the pivot, right? Look at you guys with your pivot.
This is we pivoted here. We didn't know how we started.
Wait, you guys didn't know how you...
No, we knew, but it was always like you, like us even. We didn't even know this was a possibility, us as teammates. Kelly didn't even really post
you never thought about it on social
media.
No, I was going to be a teacher up to like the last minute.
She was going to be a teacher. She was in school for 5 years to be a teacher. I started posting her in my videos. Dave
Stop it.
Yes, and then all of a sudden we were like...
He's like, would you want to like, he's like, that girl Kelly, like your right-hand man.
Oh my God.
Yeah, insane.
We were just doing some like funky dances.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly. You gotta adapt. We just adapt and move.
And we're a team, like, go with the flow. Whatever happens to you is meant to be. Like, just do it.
Hell yeah. The power of this pivot. Yes. You never thought about it.
No. The power of the P.
Exactly.
You never thought. Same here. Never thought about it. It just came. So I'm sitting at home like depressed, crying,
reflecting.
You can't feel bad for yourself for too long.
No. Especially after you're back to back. I'm sure you already went through all the emotions.
I was struggling, and I'm like. And I wasn't making any money. And I'm like, basketball's the only way I made money my whole life. Yeah. Like, what could I do with my freaking life? And I was like, oh my God, we're always in front of the camera.
There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Hi.
Let me learn about this. Because we're always in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Just started learning about it. And I'm like, I want to be a director. And the reason directing connected with me is because I was, being a leader on a team for so long. A captain. I learned how to kind of direct in a way, not being a coach, but being a leader. We have to direct and we have to learn player personnel, who you can yell at, who you can pat on the back. Same with actors.
Wow.
How do I get them to convey on screen, on camera?
What do you have up here? Yeah.
So wow, that is just like so crazy. So then like what was your first step when you decided that you were like, okay, I want to be a director. I want to learn about this.
Or like also like before we get there, like I don't know, like how did you have the courage to like make that jump? Like I feel like I have like ideas of things that I would love to do all the time, but like I don't know, how do you like back your own self?
That is such a great question. The main thing was you got to get people to take you seriously, right? Because it's like they tunnel vision us. You're a basketball player. No, that's all you're going to be your whole life. We just only want to know you as a basketball player. And I said, I have to get people to take me seriously. I can't just come in and be like, hey, I'm a director, guys. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Today I'm a director.
You have your hat on. You're like,
So I knew I had to invest in myself first. And so that's when I invested in the short film called Bygones, which is a women's basketball film.
Yes.
And so people could see my work. And so once I did that, then people started to see it. I'm like, this is actually not bad. She's really directing. And then I just started getting out networking in those film communities. And now it's just, it's
one
grown.
foot
It's
going
grown.
in front of
did
the
you
other and you're
always
running.
know that you wanted to do a psychological thriller type of vibe? Talk a little bit about what the new movie is going to be about.
Yes. So these ideas just, you know how those ideas just come. It could be 3 a.m. It could just be, and you gotta like write them down.
Yes.
Or the universe will give them to someone else.
Such a fan that you said the universe. I'm so like that too. Yeah, you need to clock that. The
You
universe
gotta
is
get
giving
it
that
down.
sign.
Like you said, your ideas that come, you gotta.
Yes.
Because they're meant to be
the
out
worst
there.
is yes, and then you like scrolling later and you're like, I thought of that.
Yeah.
And so with your ideas, make sure you get them out. Just do it. You know what I'm saying?
Do it.
Hell yeah.
Kelly's
So
about to start like a whole
we said a whole
like a whole new, she's
a
like,
whole new life.
I'm sensing that we're both getting inspired and like you're
Heck
leaving.
yeah, you guys are
what?
gonna be doing tons of things. But with the psychological thriller, I always loved scary movies with a twist. And I'm like, I would love to do a scary movie with a twist, but I didn't have the concept. And then, boom, the universe gave it. Bolted is here. It's already we've filmed it last 2 weeks with the month of June. It's in editing process right now.
Oh,
so I'm trying
saying like seeing it all unfold.
Amazing. Yes, you feel like just amazing when it's just a great feeling.
Is it as satisfying as like watching your teammate make the right play, or is it like more when you're like your vision as actually coming to life?
It gives me the same feeling. That's why I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Because when you feel the same like adrenaline and like that same, because I've done other things right on the side, like I did some commentating. I'm like, I don't 100% feel like this is. Yeah. But when I podcast, I get that feeling. So I know podcast is really what I love to do more than like sitting down commentating.
Yeah.
And then
you like to be in it.
And then when I'm directing, I'm in it, and it gives me that same feeling. That's how you know.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, that's it.
What's your like vibe as a director? I feel like directors have different vibes. You know, The Odyssey, Christopher Nolan's out. Like, there's so many new movies right now, and I feel like I'm seeing so many directors. What like are you like stern?
I hear a lot of directors are mean. I'm a very more laid back director, and I want actors to be able to have the green light, because like playing a sport, when your coach would like kind of like not give you the green light, wouldn't you play worse? And like you're always watching over your shoulder, am I going to come out?
Yes, because you're fearing more of like what you could mess up.
You're not
versus where you can immerse.
Yes, but when a coach gives you that confidence, gives you the green light, you feel like you can do anything out there. That's how I want my actors to feel. Now, are there some things I learned with doing my first film that my don'ts for next film? Heck yeah.
What are these don'ts?
No flirting on set.
Oh wow, was that happening?
Was this you flirting or someone else flirting?
You get these guys, you get beautiful women who are not me. No flirting on set. Take it not on my set.
Yeah,
I like that.
If you want to hook up, do it after not on my set.
What if like you have two characters that are like supposed to get together in the movie?
Well, yeah, you do that, but when we say cut, that's it, right?
Yeah, totally. Oh my.
Not on my set.
No, you heard
Number
it.
2, no phones. Put your phones away.
I like that.
That's just like I see a lot of the WNBA players now. They got their phone, and like when a coach leaves, they're like to me, be focused on the game. Like leave your phone.
Yeah.
No gossiping. No gossipy stuff. We have a nice clean set of just good hardworking people, and just be professional. Show up on time. You know this.
The same old, same old.
Yeah, same old, same old.
That is so cool. Did you learn a lot about? Sorry, you go.
Oh, I was gonna say like obviously like it's not this simple, but like if you could cast one of your old teammates like into one of your psychological thrillers,
who would you cast?
I would cast, her name is Sancho Little, because she had the best kind of like, to the refs, like, I could just see her like surprise face. And then Tiffany Hayes, who now plays for the Valkyries, Golden State Valkyries. She would be really good in the. She's quick. She's really quick, so she would know how to run.
You get the good reactions too.
Good reactions.
It's the reactions.
Yeah. So I feel like that'd be so hard to act in a scary movie because it's like it's a lot of imagination.
You have to feel a lot too. I think you have to like genuinely feel the scared emotions. Yeah. How do you want the audience to feel when they watch this?
Bolted.
I
want them to, there's obviously a message in every one of my films. I want them to get the message. Yeah. And to have fun with this, like, be scared, but also, like, I want them to say, wow, this was greatly done. This was greatly executed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't have many women film directors, right?
No.
So,
totally.
So you want them to, like, experience this, but,
and know that it was a high quality, greatly produced film.
Yes.
I love that. Yeah.
We read that your director vision on your website, because we were doing some research, was fear is the most primal of locks. I wanted to see what happens when the key is lost.
Yeah.
Like Kelly and I were trying to decipher this.
I think I want to know, like, my biggest question was like, if the key's lost, like, are we trying to lose the fear, or like we keeping the key and trying to live with the fear? Like, where, like, I was trying to say, like, are we losing the key and opening it, or are we losing the key and we're just locked and we have to live with the lock? Like, I'm literally,
you guys are
I don't think it's that literal.
Not that little. No fear. The key is the power in your hands. Because what does the key unlock?
And then that's what you have to find out.
And it's all within you.
I'm so excited. Yeah. So what would be like your with directing? Like, what is it? Do you have like a long-term goal of like, you want to develop this type of movie or have this actor in your, what's the thing? Like, if you wanted to direct anybody, who would you want it to be?
Jennifer Lawrence.
Really?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Jennifer Lawrence. And the reason is, number one, she's from Louisville, where I went to school. I feel like we could have went to school around the same time.
Oh, yeah.
And the way she acts, I have a concept already in my head that if I get to meet her and can sit down with her, I'm like, girl, this concept is for you. Wow. Let me take it to the studios because I want to direct you in this film. She's Jennifer Lawrence.
Wow, she is the best. I mean, I was such a Hunger Games fan.
Such a Hunger Games
Silver Linings
fan.
Playbook.
So good.
Like that era of her kind of, not prime, but like when she was doing so much and she was kind of in the feeling she conveyed.
She made me like really want to be Katniss Everdeen. Like I really was like, I'll give up the life I have and I'll go in the Hunger Games.
That's how you know that's a
good
actress. Yeah. Like you feel like you were in it.
Yes.
She made you feel like you were part of it.
Would that be considered a psychological thriller?
I would say so. A little
bit. A little bit. More like dystopian, like futuristic.
Yeah. Futuristic, dystopian with a little bit of psychological.
Yeah. I love like being transported into another world.
Have you seen her too talk about when she acts? Like she's like, it's so easy for me to she's like, this is how I get my adrenaline. And she's like, I just click into these characters and just like, when I hear cut, I'm like out of it. But some people really have to like stay in character.
Austin Butler.
Yeah. Like what are some like acting dynamics you've learned that like people have different strategies?
Have you ever seen anything like interesting? You're like, that's new?
I think I've seen some actors, you got to know when to cut it off. Like you said, like, you kind of like what I said earlier. It's like,
cut, they're still humping.
Yeah, you're not really together.
Yeah. So this was
my guy. It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
This is a movie.
It's all right.
So would they like act like,
or like
on a dating?
You just got to know. No, you just got to know when to cut it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to know like the lights are off.
And you know who can do that great? J-Law.
Yep. Wait, so when you're casting these people, like what's your role in the casting process? Like, are you involved in every process of?
I like to be. Obviously, my film's independent, so I am. Yeah. I kind of I can feel like the energy of the actor, like this is who I want. And I look at their tape and see, because one of the guys we have playing, his name is Chase Breathe Off. He's one of my favorites.
Chase Breathe Off.
He is going to be a star. And I'm like, I'm so glad I got Chase early before everybody else is about to grab this kid, because when you guys see the movie, you're gonna be like, wow, he's just a natural Good looking boy too.
And that's all that it takes
Chase
for
Breathe
these like young actors too, or maybe they're young, but young in their careers to like do these movies and
well, social media too just plays a role in like everything and making everything more competitive because like I think it's in the best way opens up so much opportunities, but it's also like so much more exposure for so many people. So it just becomes such a harder environment to like.
So how would it work if you wanted to like get your like I hear like Sundance and these film festivals. I forget the guy who was in one of these old movies there's an independent film that just like blew up and got bought.
Obsession.
Yes. So like how do these people get noticed? Or like if you wanted to get bolted in these things, how would you do that?
You sound like you was just in London.
bolted. If you wanted to get bolted.
So there are places you can submit like online to all the film festivals, and then they watch. Some pick your stuff, some don't. That's just life, right?
Yeah.
And then it's good to have relationships with, like you said, if you can find relationships with the studios or a distributor, you can hire distribution to help you push your stuff.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what Obsession did. Like he hit some of the film festivals, and when it's good, people are going to notice. People are going to talk about it, and people are going to be like, "Yo, I want that film."
When you watch Obsession, were you like, "Oh my God, this is"?
I thought it was good, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's unique, right? We get a lot of the same movies over and over.
Yeah.
So many remakes. We have Scream 10.
So it's like, what are we?
Fast and Furious 7.
Every Disney
Saw
movie,
12.
real life.
Kung Fu Panda 4.
Live action.
Toy Story 5.
Yeah.
How much more can we go? Like so many. The Hand That Rocks the Cradle 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. The horse has been beat.
Live
the horse is
things.
dead.
Yeah.
Like we've literally rotated. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, you have a call.
Wait a minute. Let me make sure I turn this off. We have literally rotated the same movies over and over and over. Isn't it time for new concepts, guys?
Yes.
And that's what Obsession
was. So you think Bolted is a
new concept. And so I'm not going to hate the fact if they want to make 10 Bolteds. Sure.
Okay. You heard it here first.
That's what we
10.
want. But it's like we need new concepts. We've seen the same stuff over and over and over. And that's what Obsession gave us, something different, fresh, and new. That's why people love it. And it's scary and it's fun. Girls, you got to go see it.
Well, they just took I saw him talking about it, and he's like, I just like I just thought about like being obsessed with something, and you could be obsessed with maybe drinking or like liking someone or doing a hobby. But he was like, what if I just like made this creepy and like made becoming obsessed with something literally like insane? And
yeah,
he was like,
and he did a good.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I love people's minds.
Yeah.
So I love movies because I love seeing how other people like visualize. Okay, so I want to jump back a few steps and talk about something that I thought was important. So like so many boys and girls are graduating college right now, starting these new chapters. Like my brother, he was a Division III athlete at Gettysburg. He was a pitcher, and now he's starting his first day of work today. And like, I don't know, I feel like it's a big transition for athletes a lot of the time. That kind of gets like overlooked because you're always fast paced, always moving. But like that big transition of like losing your sport, how did you like cope with that identity wise? Like you said, like you were always this basketball player. You were tunnel visioned as this basketball player.
So many people when they graduate lose that. They're like, oh, I've been an athlete my whole life. Now who am I?
Or like I definitely even felt that way where like I felt like, I don't know, like I had these girls who were playing all these roles in my life, and now like I was the one girl who was filling these 30 roles. Like I don't know, like I know you're doing this big pivot with directing, but like the in between there, like with the first injury, the second, like how were you?
It still hurts like to this day, like because I didn't get to retire the way I want on the court. It hurts me every day. You just learn to live with it, and it heals a little bit more, right? So I went through, like you said, the last 3 years. I'm just getting outside again these last 2 years.
Yeah.
I was inside. I didn't watch basketball.
Wow.
I couldn't. It hurt to watch. I didn't go anywhere. I couldn't talk about the game. It just hurt me so bad.
Which is like frustration.
Yeah,
or like,
it felt like somebody died.
Yeah.
It
grieving.
Like an old you.
I'm grieving.
Yeah, you're grieving a part of you.
The last 3 years. And then literally it was my parents. They said, listen, you got to get out this funk that you've been in the last couple of years. You're going to have to let it go. And you're going to have to move on, or you're going to fall into the abyss.
Yeah.
And they said, get yourself back out there again.
I love that.
And I had to pick myself up because when you're depressed, you don't have energy.
Yes.
And I was like, all right, I'll try to just, they said, even just go to the games. I was like, I can't watch.
Yeah.
But
like your body was rejecting it?
I was everything.
Yeah.
So I forced myself to go to some of the games and started getting out more and showing my face again. And literally, from showing my face again, Roz reached out like, hey, can you come on my show? And I'm like, sure, I'll come on the show.
Yeah.
And talked about the hurt and pain. And then she was like, hey, I need somebody to bounce off of on my podcast. Would you mind being on my pod? I was like, okay.
Like, actually, sure.
Yeah. And that was my first job.
Yeah.
That, because it
just started with you leaving the house.
Get out.
Yes.
It's literally just like forcing yourself to be uncomfortable and admitting that.
It was so uncomfortable, but I had to, even, I was told Roz, sometimes the first year we did the pod, this is our second year, I said the first year was really hard to talk about it. I have to, smile and be on the pod, talk about women's basketball.
Yeah.
Even though it hurts. And I'm like, but this year I'm feeling like I'm healing. And so now I'm outside. I'm here with you guys and making a movie. And so you do have to, like, literally with depression, you do have to get in the ring and you just got to put your boxing gloves on and fight it. You have to fight.
You have to. And you have to be like graceful. I feel like a lot of the times, I don't know, I'm like, I could be very analytical and like critical on myself and like, always like wanting the best or like always wanting to improve and find the growth.
Right.
And like, I feel like when I was going through this process, like admitting it, like admitting that like it was okay that like I did miss it. Like even though I was like embarrassed or didn't want to feel like washed up or was like, didn't feel like it was like something I could miss. But like, I always think about this, like when people are in breakups, they always say like the amount of time you were in that relationship, it's going to take like double to get over it because you have to like process things. And like, this was a relationship that we've had with sports like our entire life. Like you're not going to get over it in 2 months.
Like kind of a toxic relationship.
It takes years.
Like it's going to take you 3 years or however much time to like process that like it did hurt, you did love it, and like you're never gonna see it in this, you're never gonna play it or like interact with it the same.
And people who never played, they don't get it, because my mom was even like, you're stuck in life, get over this. And I'm like, my dad plays, he's like, your mom doesn't get it. And he's like, I get it. He's like, but you have to, he made it in a way because he played ball. So but you're right, if you don't play, people are thinking you're crazy, but no, you really have to go to therapy for this stuff. This is some really deep rooted stuff.
Ask, did you journal a lot? Did you go to therapy? Like what helped you sort of get out of this? Or did you have go-to methods of like, meditation or gratitude that you practiced?
All the above.
Really?
I had to start talking about it. I had to start facing it. Gotta face it. And I just think, like you said, you getting a sports therapist and talking to friends about it and going to the games facing it. And so that's kind of what helped me start to really heal.
I also think it's such a shame like what our minds can do, because it's like you had literally this fantastic career. You played your #1 draft pick, 2-time Olympian, and then like you go out the way you don't want to, and like that's all your mind can remember. And it's like, no, like
that's
now
so true.
You know what I mean? It's like you literally had all these good things.
That is
and
so true. You just hit the how you say hit the
nail on the head.
The nail on the head, baby.
Because it's like that's all I'm focused on.
Yes.
It's like everybody's like.
Yes, and like if you were talking to your friend, you would never tell your friend that. You would never tell your friend like this is the one thing to talk about. And you would be like, "Are you girl? Like why are we not focusing on the 2 Olympics, the 5 All-Star? Like why are we not?"
It's so hard though when you're in that weak mental state, and it's just like devouring your brain. And
people have to remind me like, "Yo, you did this, and this." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I didn't get retired the way I went." And it's like, so
But now you're director.
Yes, and that is the main thing. You just, for the people who are going through this. Focus on all the good things that did happen in your career.
Totally.
And not this one thing of, I didn't get to retire the way I want. And so actually thank you for that right now.
Thanks, Maddie. Of course.
Dropping the gems.
It's so true. But it's like you had like the most amazing career. We can't focus on these things. And even just like waking up and writing, what helps me, it's like even just being grateful. I'm like waking up and I went on a walk today. And like especially too, that's such a contrary, because you accomplish so much. It's like sometimes even if I would to go on a run, I'm like, oh, it's not enough because I did so much. But it's like you're in a different wave of life, and we ebb and we flow, and you've done so much, and it's super cool.
That is
well, I was going to say we have some get stumped questions, but it was so exciting. Like we were so excited to have you in here, just like this powerful badass woman,
seriously,
coming in here, beautiful by the way,
we love
and
sports.
And like it's just so fun to like hear from you, and like I don't know, like it's inspiring. Like Maddie said, like during this we were literally getting inspired. Like that's so exciting to feel.
No, thank you for inspiring me as well. I mean, just to hear, because you guys played and you guys understand the pivot and the process. It's good to hear different voices and different experiences through all this stuff.
And we all have to be here for each other.
Trusting yourself in that pivot too, and I feel like that's what you did too. Is just like, I'm gonna bet on myself, and like you always figure it out. And even in your lowest of lowest. And if you're listening, always figure it out and protect that P, or not protect the P, but
protect the P, protect the P, pivot the P.
Pivot the P. So we have like these get stumped questions. We have a stump right
Manoli,
here.
take it away.
We try to stump our
Granoli.
guests.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
So first question, if you could cast any current WNBA athlete in a movie, who would you pick?
Right now I would pick Flau'jae.
Ooh, she would be
She would be really good. And I think I'm going to try to get her in something.
And I'm going to do a layup question. Who's your favorite current player in the WNBA?
Favorite current player in the WNBA would have to be, I really like Paige.
Yeah.
It's just her attitude. It's just so good. And then her taking up against racism and stuff like that. Like, that makes her special.
Yeah.
Paige Becker.
Yeah, I love her. I
Paige
love
Becker.
watching her. And her and Ozzy. I'm like, so
Oh,
cute.
yeah.
Love them.
This really leads well into the next question. If you could draft a WNBA team of your dreams, who would your 5 players be? Your starting lineup.
I hate these because there's so many great
Eras too.
eras and athletes, and to limit to 5 is so. But all right, Candace Parker, and see, I'm just going from my generation. Right?
Yeah. That's what you're feeling right now. You have a lot of love for the league.
Also.
I can draft myself.
Point guard.
Okay, point guard. I'm gonna do Dawn Staley,
Oh, GOAT.
Maya Moore, Simone Augustus, Candace Parker, and my 5 has to be Sylvia Fowles.
Oh,
But it's so much more to this 5, guys.
So
Just
much
let you know.
more. A team's not just 5. Sorry.
Right.
And this is more of a personal question for me because I'm curious what you say. I'm a big movie guy. Big movie guy. I was excited to hear you coming in. I think a lot of young filmmakers go towards horrors and like thrillers as their first movie, especially out of film school because lower budget, it's easier to make. What's a genre outside of that you would say for young filmmakers to make that maybe don't have the budget for a big motion picture?
Sport dramas. We don't have a lot of sport dramas.
My favorite. My
Sports
favorite.
dramas. And
More miracles.
Yeah, and that's easy to do. Sport drama.
Like documentary style or more just like story of something?
Like a story of something.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like Mike. I don't know why that's the first movie to come to my head, but
McFarlane.
But that's not a sports drama.
That is not.
It's a sports comedy.
That is a sports
So
comedy.
if you
about
do a sports
McFarlane's?
drama like McFarlane?
Yeah. Wait.
Miracle on Ice.
Miracle on Ice.
There's so many.
Remember the Titans.
Rudy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's a great answer.
Well, if you ever need Kelly and I to
Yes.
guest star,
Yes. We need all of that.
Our other producer, Ben, he's awesome and he does movie stuff too, so I'm sure he would have questions.
He's gonna.
And what's your favorite
plush that
genre
I'm gonna
movie?
shout out.
My favorite genre. I am a huge comedy guy. I just love laughing. Scary
Oh,
thrillers are unfortunately my least favorite because I'm also a giant coward. It's nothing with you. I actually am forced to watch them by my wife. And I end up enjoying them most of the time. I am just a coward.
Thanks, wifey.
Yeah, thanks, like,
She's gonna have you bolted down to watch Bolted.
Literally bolted.
That's so dope, though.
I'm going to tell her about this.
Yes, please. And then when we do this screening here in New York,
I would love to come.
everybody's invited.
So when is the screening in New York, or where can people watch it? Bolted.
Bolted is in editing right now.
Okay.
I'm going to pitch to the studios when this is done, but I'm going to do a private VIP screening for folks just to kind of see it before.
Yeah.
And so you guys are all invited. I'm going to try to hit scary season.
Ooh, yeah, a little
October, November-ish.
Yep.
So.
Because there are some people, I feel like as much as people who don't like thrillers, there's some people that love and only watch it. Like I knew a family that got
I love to get scared.
married on Halloween because they were so excited.
exciting.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
But you were a pleasure. Where can people follow you personally on Instagram?
Yes, you can follow me on Instagram at McCoughtry, my last name, MCC.
Oh, that's sick.
McCoughtry.
You just have a one. I need to.
Just a one.
I love that.
Yeah, last MCCOUGHTRY.
Maddie's gonna change everything.
I'm like, I'm changing
She's
my whole
pivoting every part of life.
But you're amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us.
It's a slot.
Yeah,
Yes.
the slot, baby. Like and subscribe. See you next week. Bye.